What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the MaddenBallerz YouTube channel and our Georgia State Dynasty. The Panthers were back at home last week trying to bounce back against Western Kentucky after their first loss of the season, and Georgia State was able to get that win against the Hilltoppers 34-10. This week they will be on the road facing off against the 2-6 New Mexico State Aggies. Georgia State comes into this week's game ranked number 21 in the country, a 7-1 overall record, trying to get their second straight win. Can the Panthers get their second straight win? We will find out next. Georgia State will receive the opening kickoff, looking for their 8th win of the season. Everson is back his own 2. He's going to take this one out past the 10, past the 20, hit hard, and drops the ball, and it's recovered by New Mexico State. They take over after the opening kickoff is fumbled, and Joseph will keep this one on a read option on 2nd and 8, and he breaks one tackle and is taken down by the second guy. It's 3rd and 5 now here inside the 20. A delayed handoff to Harrison. He's going to get 2 yards, and that will be short of the first down. And after the turnover, New Mexico State adds a field goal. Our first studio update here. Unranked Nebraska edges out number 4 Michigan 20-19, so the Wolverines are upset, and we will come back to our game here. The ensuing kickoff to Everson. He has got this one down the sideline, and he is down at the 39, and he hangs on this time as the Panthers take over for the first time on offense. Smith back to pass on 1st and 10, firing to the sideline, and it's caught by Mark Moore for 16 yards and a first down into New Mexico State territory. Smith back to pass once again, and he cannot find anybody, and he is sacked for a loss of 8 yards. 3rd down and 8 now for the Panthers. Smith back to pass, looking, stepping up and firing deep, and this one is broken up by Jermaine Thornburg, and Georgia State has to punt. Down by 3 as the Aggies take over here. Looking, Joseph fires to the sideline, and that one is caught by J.P. Sullivan. 15 yards and out of bounds for the first down. Up towards midfield now. Here's 3rd and 4. And Muhammad has this one for a 5-yard gain and a first down catch. 3rd and 10 now from midfield. Joseph back to pass, once again looking, firing deep in a double coverage, and Jerome Schroeder almost picks that one off. Instead, the Aggies have to punt. Georgia State takes over here, down by 3. Smith back to pass here, looking over the middle, and Mark Moore cannot come up with that one. It is deflected, incomplete. 3rd down and 8 now for the Panthers. Smith once again looking to pass, firing deep into single coverage, and that one is broken up as well, and Georgia State has to punt. Their offense cannot get anything going here early on in the first quarter. This catch by Sam Cooley for 11 yards. I don't know how he got that one in there past the defender. 1st and 10 now for the Aggies here. A little dump off to Harrison down the sideline. He has the first down and more into Panther territory. 18 yards on the dump off. 2nd down and 10 now for New Mexico State. Joseph back to pass, and he's going to hit Cooley out towards the left. Gain of 8 yards. 3rd down and 2 now for the Aggies. Out of the shotgun, Joseph will hand off to Harrison up the middle. He has the first down and more to the 15. A 9-yard gain. 1st and 10 from the 15 here for the Aggies. Joseph back to pass, dumps it off on the screen to Johnson. Johnson's going to steamroll a defender and stiff arm his way down to the 2. It's 1st and goal to go here for the Aggies. The pitch goes to Johnson on 1st and goal, and Johnson gets into the end zone untouched for the touchdown, and New Mexico State takes a 10-0 lead here late in the first quarter. Georgia State has the ball, 3rd and 11. Smith fakes the handoff, looks here, dumps it off to George, making his way through defenders and gets the first down and more past midfield, using that speed, a 27-yard gain. And at the end of one quarter, Georgia State is down to New Mexico State 10-0. Georgia State down by 10 here as we start the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers, and the handoff goes to Lamont George. He makes his way back up the middle, and he is down the field for a gain of 19 yards and a first down. for the Panthers. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Smith looking to pass here. And he steps up and fires and hits David Bailey for 13 yards and another Panthers 1st down. Very next play here, Smith will fake the handoff, keep it on the read option, and he is going nowhere but backwards, stuffed in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13 now. Smith fakes the handoff once again, throws it up for Luther Madison, but he cannot come down with the ball. Incomplete, and it's 3rd and 13 out of the shotgun. Smith looking to complete that 1st down pass, and he does to Mark Moore down to the 2, a 15-yard catch. 1st and goal to go now for the Panthers. Smith will fake the handoff, bootleg out to the left, stop, pop, and fire back to the right for Luther Madison, and he's got the 2-yard touchdown catch, and Georgia State is on the board finally, down by 3 now as New Mexico State takes over here. It is 2nd and 10, Joseph back to pass, firing, and McNeil cannot hang on to the catch. A beautiful pass by Joseph, but it's dropped, and it's 3rd down and 10 now for the Aggies. Joseph stepping back and hitting Harrison on the screen play, and he gets that 1st down yardage, 14 yards on 3rd and 10. 2nd down and 10 now for the Aggies. Joseph gonna hit McNeil here, breaking tackles and taken down, and a flag on the play would be roughing the passer. That would get them into Panther territory. 3rd and 6. Joseph lobbing it up, and it is broken up. And New Mexico State has to settle for a long field goal attempt here, 52 yards. The kick is up and wide left, and no good, and Georgia State will take over here down by a field goal. Smith will hand off to George, trying to get outside, and he does. He switches back upfield there and gains 7 yards. 3rd and inches now for Georgia State here, trying to keep the drive alive. George weaving his way through traffic there, out of bounds after a 12-yard gain on the ground. 1st and 10 here now in Aggie territory. Smith back to pass, looking, scrambling out to the right, sets, fires across field to Bailey, who has the catch down to the 25-yard line. Later in the drive, it's 1st and 10 here from the 14. Smith keeping on the read option up the middle, and he gets a 1st down, 10 yards on the read option. It's 1st and goal to go. Smith under center will fake the handoff, look to pass, scramble out to his right, and fire to the end zone, and it is broken up. 2nd down and goal to go now. Smith will look to pass once again, and again he is going to scramble out to his right here, and he will be sacked on the play for a 10-yard loss. 3rd and goal now for Georgia State as Smith is back to pass here, stepping back, firing at the last second before getting hit, and Mark Moore makes the spectacular grab for the 13-yard touchdown. And Georgia State is going to take a 14-10 lead heading into halftime.
Georgia State.
Georgia State will start the 2nd half on defense and with a 4-point lead. The Aggies with the ball. Joseph back to pass, firing over the middle, and it's caught by Muhammad for a 15-yard reception and a 1st down. Looking at the halftime stats, both these teams putting up about equal numbers here in the 1st half and pretty equal on the time possession. So the 2nd half will determine the winner here. 2nd and 3 for the Aggies. Joseph keeping on the read option, and he's got the 1st down into Panther territory. 2nd and inches now for the Aggies. Joseph will keep it on the read option once again. He has the 1st down again, making his way inside the 20 down to the 15. 1st and 10. Joseph keeps it again, and this time on the read option, he is stuffed in the backfield for a 4-yard loss. That'll set up a 3rd and 15 for New Mexico State. Out of the shotgun, Joseph looking, stepping up here and throwing, and caught by Sam Cooley. 17 yards. He almost had to pick this one off the ground. 1st and goal. Joseph back to pass here, looking, and he's going to be sacked. A 9-yard loss on the sack as we take another look at it here. The pressure got to Joseph, and he was taken down. 3rd and goal for the Aggies. Joseph back to pass, setting up the screen, and it's caught by Johnson. He's down inside the 5 and wrapped up at the 1. It's touchdown saving tackle by Tim Harvey. 4th and goal from the 1, and they're going to go for it. Handoff to Dykes here, and he is stopped at the half-yard line. It's a turnover on downs as we look at it again. How did they not get that one in? I am not sure, but head coach Chip Nolan is liking that one. But the Panthers have to take over from their own half-yard line, and on 1st and 10, Smith, a bullet to Donald Clark. A nice diving 21-yard reception gives them breathing room. 2nd and 14 now for the Panthers. Smith back to pass once again, and a bullet to Marcus Jackson is good for a first down up towards midfield. 2nd down and 10 now from the 46. Smith looking to pass once again, and he hits Donald Clark again into Aggie territory, a 16-yard reception. Later on in the drive, it's 3rd and 10. Smith back to pass, looking downfield, but it is broken up by James Rucker, almost picked off, and Georgia State's going to have to punt. And at the end of 3 quarters, Georgia State's on top, 14-10. Third and 7 for New Mexico State to start the 4th quarter. Down by 4, looking for that first down. Pass and catch to Harrison. It goes for 4 yards short of the first down, and the Aggies have to punt. Georgia State takes over already in New Mexico State territory. 2nd and 3. Handoff to Lamont George. He goes forward for 7 yards on the ground and a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 now. Smith under center. Looking to pass here. He drops back. And he's looking, and he's firing over the middle to David Bailey, who gets by the defender. Ooh, hit hard at the end there, but gets the first down inside the 20. 2nd down and 11 now. Smith looking to pass once again, scrambling out to his right. He will take off inside the 20, inside the 10. First down, out of bounds, 13 yards. 1st and goal to go here. Smith back to pass out of the shotgun here, scrambling around, and gets it off right before the defender gets in there, but is broken up by James Rucker. 3rd and goal now for the Panthers. Smith fakes the handoff here, scrambles out to his left, sets, fires to the end zone, and caught by Marcus Jackson in the back of the end zone. A 3-yard touchdown catch puts Georgia State up 21-10. The Aggies take over here, down by 11. 3rd and 6, the dump off to Harrison, gets the first down past the 30, up to the 37, but a flag, a holding penalty comes out, and that'll set up a 3rd and 1. Joseph keeps it on the read option and gets the first down there on the ground. 3rd and 4 now for the Aggies. Out of the shotgun, Joseph will hand it off to Johnson up the middle, and he gets another first down for New Mexico State. 7 yards on the ground as they hurry back to the line. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Joseph looking, firing, lobbing it up to Pratt. And Pratt eludes a defender inside the 35 of Georgia State. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun here. Joseph looking, and sacked on the play by Quincy Randolph. That'll set up a 3rd and 15 later in the drive here, and the delayed handoff goes to Harrison, and he is stopped behind the line for a 1-yard loss. And the Aggies will set up for a long field goal attempt. And this kick is up, and it is good somehow, and they are only down by 8 now. It all comes down to this onside kick. It is off, and Mark Moore recovers it for Georgia State. And the Georgia State Panthers can celebrate a victory on the road here, their 8th win of the season. Steve Smith, your player of the game, 14 for 27, 201 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And number 21 Georgia State gets the victory today, 21-13. Taking a look at scores from other games around the country this week, Boise State gets a win, and South Alabama blows out Texas State 42-13. Looking at the stats from our game today, Georgia State and New Mexico State pretty even on the stats. The only difference here really is the score, 21-13. Players of the game, Steve Smith on offense, 201 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Jerome Schroeder, 6 tackles, an assist, and a forced fumble on defense. And taking a look at some recruiting news here, nothing really new here. Only 3 commits so far this season to Georgia State. We're really going to have to pick up that recruiting here before we get to the off season. We want to get some recruits in. We'll advance to week 12 here. We'll be facing off against Arkansas State. Georgia State moves up to number 18 in the country at 8-1. Arkansas State comes in this game 6-3 on the season. We will find out if Georgia State can get their 9th win of the season in the next episode. If you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.